Hello everyone. So last time we discussed about the exercise 6.1, which mainly contain the questions on simple angles like a linear pair, vertically opposite angle. So now we are going to learn the new concept. Okay, so just start with it. So line intersecting line. So what we are going to write, lines intersect by transversal line. Transversal lines. ओके सॉरी, ये लाइन है, लाइंस नहीं है, transversal line. Okay, so what we are going to learn that how line, that if two lines are given, for example, like these are two lines, okay, and this is the line. So here this line which is cutting the two lines is called transversal lines. So this is called transversal line. So run out lines. So in lines के अंदर this is and this angle is called, write down here, corresponding angle. Write down corresponding angle. First what we have to learn is corresponding angles. Corresponding angles. So this angle 1 and 2, angle 1 and 2 is called corresponding angles. Like here we can talk about this and this. 3 and 4 is also corresponding angle. Angle 3, angle 4 is corresponding angle. We can take it, keep it into our memory by the concept that it forming F. As you can see, I'm just changing the color of the pen. Yeah. When an F is formed, if F is formed, if this, as you can see, that this angle and F is this, the angle formation in F is like this, F, corresponding angle. Okay, so this side, if we talk about this side, here also F is formed. As you can see, this angle and this angle. Okay, so here F is formed. So in F these two angles are called, I think these two angles are called corresponding angle. और corresponding angle कौन से हैं? Like this 5 and this 6 is also pair of corresponding angles. Okay, and if we call it 7 and if we call it 8, so this is also corresponding angle. These angles are called corresponding angles. Okay, so you have to remember this. And now next write down corresponding के बाद आपको लिखना है alternate interior angle. What we have write down here is corresponding angle. Now we have to write down alternate interior angle. Alternate interior angle, alternate interior angle. Alternate interior angle. So what is the alternate? Here interior means the angle should be inside. Inside angle, which are the inside angle, that 5, 7, 2, 4 are the inside angle. So this is the meaning of interior, यानी अंदर वाले, इनको क्या बोलते हैं, अंदर वाले एंगल. ठीक है. और ये कौन से हैं, जो 1, 3, 6 और 8 हैं, वो 1, 3, 6 and 8 is like this. 1, 3, 6, 8 is exterior angle. 5, 7, 2, 4 is interior angle. सो अल्टरनेट का मीनिंग यहाँ पे क्या है, क्रॉस. अल्टरनेट को आप ऐसे भी याद रख सकते हो, दैट अल्टरनेट मीन्स, अल्टरनेट का मीनिंग क्या है यहाँ पे, क्रॉस. क्रॉस में जो एंगल बनते हैं, ठीक है, क्रॉस में. सो दैट इज कॉल्ड द, व्हाट इज इट कॉल्ड, क्रॉस में. सो क्रॉस में अब कैसे बनेंगे, सो क्रॉस में आप देखिए, दैट ये डायग्राम है हमारा. क्रॉस में बनने का मतलब इस तरह से अगर कोई एंगल बनता है, इस तरह से, तो हम उसको क्या बोलते हैं, अल्टरनेट. अल्टरनेट होने चाहिए. अल्टरनेट का मीनिंग क्या है, अल्टरनेट का मीनिंग है क्रॉस में होने चाहिए. इंटीरियर क्या कहता है, इंटीरियर कहता है अंदर होने चाहिए. अब अंदर वाले कौन से हैं, तो क्रॉस में जैसे 5 के क्रॉस में कौन आया आपका, 4. 5 के क्रॉस में कौन आया, एंगल. 5 के क्रॉस में आपके पास एंगल आया 4. ओके. ऐसे ही एंगल, ये 7 के क्रॉस में कौन आया आपके पास, 2. So these two angles are alternate interior angles. I hope you understand this. Now third point, alternate exterior angle. Write down here, alternate exterior angle. So alternate exterior angle. So अब what the alternate is here, cross, and exterior here, exterior मतलब बाहर वाले. तो alternate exterior कैसे लेंगे, अब हमने अल्टरनेट तो लेने हैं लेकिन बाहर के लेने. अब देखिए ये 1 से मैंने क्रॉस शुरू किया, ये क्रॉस कहाँ जा रहा है, 8 पे. ये 6 से मैंने क्रॉस शुरू किया, ये क्रॉस कहाँ जा रहा है, 3 पे. सो अल्टरनेट एक्सटीरियर एंगल्स आपके कौन से हो जाएंगे, पेयर ऑफ अल्टरनेट इंटीरियर एंगल 1. 1 के साथ आपके पास कौन है, 8. एंड ये आपने लिखा था शायद ये 3 है ना, 3 के साथ 6. So these are the alternate exterior angles. Okay, so now moving ahead, I hope that you have write down it. And now the last, the next page. So I do not have the space there. I think that okay, let me write down here. Fourth is interior angle on the same side of the transversal. ये थोड़ा लंबा है. Interior angle on the same side of transversal. Interior angle on the same side of the transversal. चलिए, now interior angle on the same side of the transversal. Interior angle on the same side of the transversal. अब इंटीरियर वर्ड मतलब अंदर वाले, same side of the transversal, same side of the transversal, this is the transversal line, as you can see this is the transversal line, मुझे दोबारा करना पड़ेगा, this is the transversal line, okay। इसके सेम साइड पे जो एंगल है, अब इसके सेम साइड पे यहाँ क्या था, 5 एंगल, यहाँ पे कौन था, 2 एंगल, है ना। अब इंटीरियर के इधर सेम साइड पे क्या था, 7, और यहाँ पे कौन सा था, 4, है ना। दिस इज 1 2 3 4 5 6, यहाँ पे था 7 दिस 7 and 8, बट हम किसकी बात कर रहे हैं, सेम साइड के ट्रांसवर्सल के एक तरफ। अब इस लाइन की ट्रांसवर्सल की सेम साइड किधर पड़ती है, इधर, इधर है ना सेम साइड, दिस वन। सो एंगल कहेंगे हमारे इंटीरियर एंगल ऑन द सेम साइड इज एंगल 5, एंगल 2, एंगल 7, angle 4. So these are the types of angle when two lines cut by the transversal line. Okay, so first of all corresponding angle, corresponding angle हमारे कौन से बनेंगे, 1, मैं ये डायग्राम दोबारा ड्रॉ कर दूं क्योंकि अभी ये ज़्यादा मैसी सा हो गया, so just let me draw it again, let me just draw it again. It is understandable that if the two, if a line is parallel to the another two line, then that two lines are also parallel to each other. So this is the introduction basically for class 9th chapter 6 lines and angle exercise 2. And now moving ahead, let's solve some question. Actually today I'm just gonna do solve the question number 1. I hope that you will remember all the data and that all the results we have in the previous video or in this video. So question number 1, yep, NCERT का solution है 6.2. Also if you want any another solution of any another question later, if you have any another question which you want to solve, so you can just message it me on, या आप मेरे को message करें, okay, so I will give the solution of that question. Now the given question is, so writing इसमें बहुत ज़रूरी है that how you represent your these theoretical questions, because it is structured in a very good way. If you are not giving that answer of this question in a structured way, that it means that you are not fulfilling the criteria of doing these theorems, because it should be written in a particular pattern, okay. So first of all, the diagram should be right over there, right of the page, okay. So it is given, and diagram should be neat and clean, but for a while please don't compare your diagram with the mine, because actually no, it is not easy to write with this, okay। this पेन टैब के साथ लिखने में थोड़ा I try my best, चलिए। So this is A and this is B, this point is C, and this is a CD line actually. This angle is 50 and this angle is X, this is 130 and this one is Y. Now, also now remember the one more thing, never make your solution of the theorem is too much of crowded with so many lines and lines, because you have to just write on the logical things only. If you are just writing the extra just to make the question look bigger, so that kind of things I think that is of no use, that is worthless. So write down the logical things only. So given आपने स्टार्ट भी ऐसे करना है. You have to start like this, given. So what you have to write down here, but in a brief. Okay, it doesn't mean that you have to write down all the statement which is given in the question. So in the theorem it is given that find the values of x and y and show the and then show that AB is parallel to CD. So nothing is given in it. He just only says the find. He directly says only that find the value of x and y and then show that ABCD के parallel. अब लेकिन हमारे पास जो है हम उसको लिख सकते हैं. ठीक है. So in this question we have to write that AB and CD are two lines. Okay, AB and CD are two lines. That's it. In which कि इसमें कुछ ज़्यादा डाटा गिवन नहीं है. You do not have the symbols, so this is sufficient to write over there to find, because your diagram is given along with the your question. So I don't think so that there is need to write down that it is 50 or it is 130. Now you have to find there is a main important thing, that where you have to write down, that where you have to write to find, to show and to prove. So these three terms we mainly use. Okay, so if you are finding any value, so you have to write down there the to find. If you are shows mean that if you have to show something that it is a given result. Okay, you have to show that like it is given that AB is parallel to CD. This is to show. So it means आपको उसको show में दिखाना है. And next the last one is prove that. So that is enough. For यहाँ पे in this question you have to find out the value of the x. So you have to find what x and y. यानी इसको ना ऐसे मार्क कर लो. जब एक से ज़्यादा चीज़ें आपको मतलब एक से ज़्यादा आपको प्रूविंग करनी है तो आपको क्या करना है, यू हैव टू मार्क दैट पॉइंट्स. एंड सेकंड इज टू शो. यहाँ पे फिर छोटा सा शो लिखो, टू शो, क्योंकि ये दिखाना है दैट ए बी इज पैरेलल टू सी डी. ये आपने शो करना है दैट ए बी इज पैरेलल टू सी डी. नाउ and the next point is solution. Okay, so here is the solution of this question. Solution. चलिए so देखते हैं. First of all you have to find x and y. So in the first page, if you remember that first page, there are the properties, है ना. These properties are actually not given to us because he do not said that he do not he didn't said that these two lines are parallel, so we can't use these properties. So that is also big thing here. आपको ये चीजें पता होनी चाहिए that you can't use it because here he does not told us that AB is parallel to, he does not tell us that AB is parallel to CD, so we can't use that criteria here. So we have to prove the first part of this question from the concepts of exercise 6.1. I hope you have practiced the question of 6.1. So here this is a line and this is a semicircle. Actually if you just complete it, this is a semicircle. Okay, it means, what is the mean? That x plus 50 degree equal to 180 degree. X plus 50 degree equal to 180 degree. Why? This is a linear pair. Linear pair. So x यहाँ पे कितना आ जाएगा आपका 180 degree minus 50 degree which become 130 degree. So x की वैल्यू आपके पास क्या आती है 130 degree. Now come to the next question. अब क्या हुआ है कि y की वैल्यू निकालनी है. We have to find y. The problem is this, that you can't find the y. You can use actually the logic here. The next logic which you can use is, these are the two lines and they are crossing each other, and these are what, vertically opposite angles. Cross ban rahe. It means that they should be equal. They should be equal. In the previous lecture we have discussed about this, that if two lines are crossing each other, then these two angles are what equal to each other. So angle y equal to what? 130 degree. From the reason, you always have to mention the reason actually. Vertically opposite angles. Now first part is complete to find the x and y. Now if you just look at the table, I have just written that the previous that you have to show that these criteria are reversible. It means if you are able to show that the corresponding angles, if one pair, even a one single pair of angles are equal, then it is proved that the angles are corresponding, that the lines are parallel. So we are going to use this criteria in our question. Now just look at it. This x is what the value of x? X is 130 degree. This x is 130 degree and y is also 130 degree. It means alternate interior angles are equal. अब ये भी लिख सकते हो that one pair of alternate interior angles are equal, therefore the lines AB and CD are parallel. Also you can write it here that this is 50, sorry, this x is 130, this is also 130. These two angles are corresponding angles. I think I asked. Okay, so if you are taking this and this angle, then you have to write down that alternate interior angle are equal, therefore the lines are parallel. If you are using this and this, then you can write down here that these two angles are corresponding angle. If the corresponding angles are equal, then lines are also parallel. So there, what you want to write down, you can. So मैं यहाँ alternate interior का लिख रही हूँ x equal to y, ठीक है, which is क्या है, alternate interior angles are equal. Alternate interior angles are equal. ये थोड़ा सा alternate interior ये आएगा यहाँ पे, alternate interior angles are equal. This implies AB parallel to CD. Since we know that, आप पूरा लिखना चाहते हो पूरा लिख सकते हो. Since we know that if a line is cut by the alternate interior angle, then if a line cut by the transversal, if two lines cut by the transversal line having alternate interior angle equal, then we say that the lines are parallel. So आप पूरा लिख सकते हो पूरा लिखने को, अदरवाइज आपने रीजन दे दिया तो फिर आपको ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ती है. दूसरा ना, ये कई बार ऐसा होता है कि इस साइन का यूज ये ना दिस इम्प्लाइज होता है, इसका यूज ना बच्चे बहुत गलत तरीके से करते हैं. बिकॉज क्या होता है कि ऊपर के रिजल्ट से, ऊपर आपने कुछ लिखा, उसके रिजल्ट आया कुछ, आपने ये लिखा यहाँ थ्योरम यूज करी, मतलब रिजल्ट आया, तब आप दिस इम्प्लाइज का यहाँ पे क्या करते हैं, यूज करते हैं. ओके, आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड दिस. We will discuss the another question in the next lecture. So thank you so much.